Kris Kubar, champion, has game number 1 at $100. We'll set up for game 2. Same 2 decks of cards. If you can remember what's been played, it often helps. And I guess Kris is going to remember at least 3 deuces have been played in her deck. And the question to you, Kris, we asked 100 married men, have you ever been so disgusted with the dinner your wife served that you dumped it on the floor? How many men said they've dumped dinner on the floor?
I'm sure some of them have been disgusted, but I don't think they'll go quite that far. I would say only about 8.
8 have dumped it on the floor, Esther.
I think men are more considerate and they still appreciate their wife's work, so I would still go a little bit lower.
Even lower than that?
Yes.
Could you visualize what she must have dumped on him after he dumped the food on the floor? Well, the actual number of married men who have been so disgusted with the dinner their wife served that they dumped it on the floor is 3. It's lower, Esther. Yes. Esther, your base card is an 8. You can change it.
Change it, please.
And you won the question. You can change it this time to a 10.
Oh, it's hard. I'll go lower.
Lower than a 10? Yes, with a 2.
I'll go higher.
Higher than a 2. It's a queen.
I'll go lower.
Lower than a queen. Yes, with a 5.
I'll go higher.
Trying to go all the way to tie up the match. No, not higher. And she loses all 4 cards. Oh. And Kris gets a free chance to play a king.
Good card. Lower.
Lower than a king. It is a queen.
That's still a good card. I'm going to try lower yet.
Lower than a queen. Yes, with an 8.
Freeze.
Freezing it. Kris needs 2 cards to win. We'll fill in the spaces for Esther. And the question to you, Esther. We asked 100 men a ridiculous question. If you were dancing with a beautiful woman and she said, I used to be a man, but I had a sex change operation, would you continue to dance with her? How many men said they would continue to dance with this woman who used to be a man before the sex change operation?
Are you kidding me?
No, that's what it says right there, Esther. I wouldn't kid you.
No way. I would say 4.
4 would continue to dance with her.
I don't think they'd like it one bit, but I'm sure they'd at least have the courtesy to finish the dance out. So I'd say it's going to be higher than that.
Higher, I see.
I hope so.
Going on courtesy alone. The actual number of men who would continue dancing with a beautiful woman, but probably let them lead, even though she used to be a man, is 21. It's higher, Kris. I guess courtesy wins. Kris, you want that 8?
I've got to change that 8.
Changing the 8 to a 3.
I've seen too many 2s. The next card's going to be higher.
Higher than a 3. Yes, with the jack.
I've got to go lower.
You're going to go for it.
Take a chance,
If
yeah.
this is lower than a jack, she wins the championship for the win. No, it's a king. It's not lower. Esther still in the match with a chance to play off the 10 and call this.
Okay. I can't change the card.
No, you can't change it.
I'll take my chance and I'll go lower.
Lower than a 10, she says. No, it's a jack. Could not advance. We'll fill in the spaces. Question 3 to you, Kris. We asked 100 women, do you think you have woman's intuition? How many women think that they do have woman's intuition?
I don't think very many. If I have tuition, it's not very good. Tuition.
You're thinking about paying the bills in college, Kris.
Right. Low. 30.
30 women think they have woman's intuition.
Was the question asked to men or women?
No, we asked 100 women. Do they think they have woman's intuition?
I think all women have woman intuition, and I will go higher.
You say higher.
Yeah.
The actual number of women who think they have woman's intuition is 83. You're right, Esther. Very much higher. Now you can change the 10 if you'd like, Esther.
I'll change it.
And
Let
we
me
make
try
a change
different
to
luck.
a 9. Not a good change, a 9. Got to play that one, Esther.
I'll go higher.
Higher than a 9. No, 4. Went against the odds and couldn't play it. Off of 3, Kris, call this.
It's got to be higher.
Higher than a 3. It is an ace.
Lower.
For the win, lower than an ace. Kris for the 9, and Kris pulls it out again. Esther, my goodness, it's been a delight meeting you.
Thank you.
You're a nice lady. We have some nice party gifts for you. Thanks for being here. Esther Leisha, thank you. Yes, Esther. Bye-bye. Kris, come on down here. Kris, you're going to play the money cards again?
Yeah.
Now you got to win this time big.
I certainly hope so.
Kris will be back to play the money cards right after this, so don't go away. Kris Kuba, our champion, who is trying to win some money for her tuition. Will your friends ever let you forget that your tuition?
Never.
Well, listen, you've got $2,600 so far, Kris, and now you are ready.
I'm lucky this time.
That's the way to feel. Let's get to the money cards. Come on, Kris. Doggone it, let's do it. Janice and Bettina are ready. Brand new deck of cards again. They've been all shuffled, and Janice is going to deal them out here. And you know you've got 7 cards to work with, and if you can double that and double and double and get the right cards, there's over $28,000 up there, Kris. $28,800 to be exact. You tend to be a big bettor, but you got to watch it with those 7s, 8s, and 9s, right?
Right.
You all set?
All set.
Here's $200. And again, that choice of 2 base cards. On each level you can change it. We'll start with a 7, not a good card.
I'd like to change that.
All right.
Can't get worse.
Got to play this one. Let's make it a change for the better. That's a 4. Good card. $200 and a 4, Kris.
$200 higher.
Right away, Kris
Right
goes
away.
for everything.
That's a good card.
$200 higher than a 4. No. Another 4. And you bust on this level. And of course, that costs you to play these other 2 cards. But you're not out of it, Kris. We move the 4 up and give you the other $200 of betting money. You're back in the game with $200. Do you want to play that 4?
I have to play that 4. And I've got some ground to make up. It's got to be higher. 200.
All right, come on. Let's double it this time. $200 higher than a 4. Yes, with a 10. $400, and you're looking at a 10. I remember you don't like 10s, Kris.
Not a very good card. I'm going to go 100 lower.
$100 lower than a 10. It is with a 7. $500, Kris, with a 7.
Not very good cards. I'm going to go 100 higher.
Let's see if we can get a big face card this time. $100 higher than a 7. It is with a 9. $600, and very importantly, when we move that 9 up, you have the right to change it now before the big bet.
I have to change the 9.
Let's make it a good change. With a big bet, you'll play, a 7. Same card on the other side. Now, Kris, you must bet at least $300. You can bet more. You have $600 and a 7.
I'm going to go 300 higher.
All right, $300. We haven't seen the face card yet. $300 higher than a 7. It is with another 9. $900. That's not bad, Kris. This time you got bad cards. You played them beautifully.
Oh boy, I was a little more conservative.
Come on over here, Kris. And your winnings now up to $3,500.
Great, I can't believe it.
We'll be right back, right after this.